It's another day with the physicians where your health is our business.
Growth spot the end. So you are not going to take some drastic measures. But a 10-year-old coming, pressure is high. But also to know that it's not only when your pressure is high that you have glaucoma.
Sugar, and I don't know about any other one, but what
You're welcome back to the training also on your regular program. Self-care describes a conscious or intentional act one takes in order to promote their own physical, mental, and emotional well-being. There are many forms self-care may take. It could be ensuring you get enough sleep every night, exercising often, or stepping outside for a few minutes for some fresh air. Self-care is vital for building resilience towards those stressors in life that you can't eliminate. Our expert who is with us here on The Physicians will give us tips and tricks on living a healthy and energetic life through self-care. Hello there, welcome to your regular program, The Physicians, where your health is our business. My name is Dr. Martina Agbere, your regular host on this program. I'm not alone, I am with my very beautiful co-host,
Dr. Maymunah Kadiri. Welcome on board.
Today we'll be talking about self-care, a means to living a healthy and energetic life. Maymunah, does that ring a bell?
Always, I preach that. It's my mantra. Self-care, self-love is never selfishness. It's self-preservation.
Like, okay, the truth is, let me tell you something. You know, we're still in the pandemic. And one thing I always told people was, you have to be selfish at this time. If you have never been selfish, this is the time to really be selfish about your health. You need to take care of yourself before others when it comes to this COVID-19. What do I mean by that? You have to protect yourself so that others can be protected. You have to do the necessary things. Social distance, use the face mask, wash your hands regularly. If I do my part and you do your part, I think it will be better for all.
That, for me, that is very clear. And the truth with regards to self-care is, if people see it as an intentional and deliberate, thing you do on a day-to-day basis, you are prioritizing yourself. Doesn't mean that you love the people around you less. No, you are your own biggest asset. So you have to take care of yourself first. You can't give what you don't have, and you cannot operate from a place of deficit. Truly, with this COVID-19 pandemic, it's not something you should will away or just assume everything will be
Remember
fine.
we had a guest on the program some time ago who she talked about putting a premium.
Yes, on yourself. Putting yourself. Because when you put a premium on yourself, you will not tolerate anything less of the premium.
It's actually all encompassing. Self-care, you have to be there. You exercise regularly, you eat right, you sleep at the right time, Well, we don't have to talk much. We have a guest who's going to do just that.
I can't wait.
This topic. So we'll be back after this time out. Don't go away. Just stay tuned. Welcome back to your regular program, The Physicians, where your health is our business. If you are just joining us, we are going to be talking about self-care. Self-care. And we have in the studio a guest. She is a pharmacist and a lifetime coach. Very elegant pharmacist. We have YEWANDEADEKOYA. Welcome to our program.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Look lovely.
Thank you. You don't look bad yourself.
We got the memo.
Abby.
Now we're talking about self-care. It means to living a healthy and energetic life.
Yes.
Why self-care?
Okay, so for me, and that's self-care has so many definitions, but if you look at the cruise of all the definitions, you see that self-care means taking yourself seriously, like placing a premium price on yourself.
That word again, premium.
Yeah.
Premium.
So taking yourself is over time being a lifestyle coach and a wellness coach, I've been able to discover that a lot of people do not take themselves seriously. That's why it's so difficult for people to take decisions that are important for their lives. So self-care is you seeing yourself as that important, most important person in your life, because nobody can eat for you, nobody can sleep for you, nobody will die with you. No, if you fall ill, you are the only person that will fall ill. So you can be many things to many people, but the things that are personal to you, you only do them for yourselves. So it's very important that people know this. It sinks into their subconscious because you are all you've got. In the end, you are all you've got. And placing that premium price on yourself, then there is no way living an energetic life is just going to be a mere talk and not an action.
So you see, I love the way you kind of broke it down so that people will understand that, look, this self thing is not just talk is cheap, because it's very easy.
Yes.
We want you to walk the talk.
Exactly.
And putting a premium on yourself is about you, self-preservation. It's not about you are selfish. You must be able to, give from a place of abundance as against a place of deficit. Now the next question people will ask, okay, put a premium on yourself, take yourself seriously, be intentional.
Yes.
What's the blueprint of how? How do you start to take care of yourself? How do you put a premium on yourself? How do you begin to, practicalize, set a routine and say, yes, this is what I want to do? Because it's easy to say, but the how, our viewers are waiting with their pen and paper for you to break it down for them.
So I must first say that self-care is very sweet to the ears, but very difficult to practice.
I agree.
It's very, when I talk to a lot of people about self-care, so when I tell them about, self-care is this, yes, it's true, yes, yes, that's what you keep hearing. And when it's time for them to do, probably you do a follow-up on them. My sister, exactly, you got it. So that's why I said it has to register into your subconscious. So I always tell people two things. Self-care is first a mindset, and secondly, a lifestyle, routines. And there is no way you can, make self-care a lifestyle without routines. So the how is you first knowing this truth, that if you die today, you die. In fact, that's what I like to use the most, because death is final. So when you die, and life will move on. So it's very important that you live deliberately, you live intentionally, you live according to your own standards, to the things that you really want to achieve. And that's going to take me to the next how. So the next how is you knowing that you're all you've got, and you have to give from a place of abundance, like you said. Is now coming down to the table, placing your cards on the table. You have to take a pen and a paper. Like, who am I right now? What are the things? Self-care is calling your bluff. Like saying, I'm unhealthy, I do this, I waste time, I'm not taking because it cuts across every area of your life, your career, your finance, your health, but there is your health. So you need to have a goal. This is what I want to achieve with myself. Then it now takes you to what are the things that you have to do to get you to that point. So maybe you need to cut some things out of your life. You need to cut some people out of your life. You need to, you need to cut some people out of it. If you're diabetic and you have friends that they're always drinking, so every time they see you is for you to drink and drink and drink, then you need to cut those people out of your life. Because if you continue to be friends with them and you are drinking, you are silently digging your grave. So, you know, I have to cut some people out of my life. I need to cut some diet out of my life. I need to imbibe some diet. I need to imbibe new habits. So what are the things I will stop doing? What are the things I will start doing? The routines will be sustainable when it comes from a place of doing. That mindset is what consistently fuels your lifestyle. Because sometimes routines are boring. You're just tired. I don't feel like exercising. I don't feel like doing this one. And when people tell me that, it's okay, you know what? Rest and ask yourself again, why am I doing this? What is my goal? So that when you come back re-energized. So when you constantly fuel your mindset about self-care and the reason why you're doing it, then you do a self-assessment. When you do a self-assessment, you now set your goals. What are the things I want to achieve? How do I want to see myself in the next 5 years? For me, I want to be younger. I want to feel more healthier. I want to be more energetic. I don't joke with my energy. So now, what are the things I need to do to get me to that point? So that is how you can now start income. And it doesn't have to be so many things. It might just be your diet for this month. Let me focus on my diet this month. Master it. Then another month, take on something else. Okay, let me focus on exercise. You know, they say it takes 3 weeks to build habits. So that's how I am able to work with people. Okay, what exactly is your pain point? You want to lose weight. Okay, let's focus on that for now. What are your goals? What are the things you want to achieve? Why do you want to even lose weight? Like we say, self-care has to be because you want it. You know, many people want to lose weight because people say I'm fat. Oh, I want to lose weight because my husband. Exactly. So it has to be from you because your greatest motivation is you.
I think that is the reason why most people drop out because they want to do it for others.
Yeah, exactly.
Not because of themselves.
Why? Because they don't see it as important. So because because it's not easy to lose weight. It's not easy to do these things if your focus and your influence is external. But if it is internal, that is why it is self-care. It has to be from you, for you, by you. So whatever external influence has to be the one to stir up your internal influence. So that's why self-care is a message that we need to constantly preach so that people will understand that when you do good things for yourself, you are the first person to benefit. If you do bad things for yourself, you are the first person to get the other reward also. So that's how it is.
You just hold on. You have said self-care is something that we should constantly preach.
Yes.
And we will do that on this program, The Physicians, okay?
Thank you.
Just hold on. We'll be back after this time out. Self-care is what we're discussing today, and we'll see the end of it. Stay tuned. We'll be back after this time out.
Self-care is you taking proper care of yourself.
How we take care of ourselves healthily.
Self-care means one's personal taking care of himself.
Like, I really care about my health.
I care about myself much.
I make sure that I keep my environment clean, and I take enough water to help keep myself healthy.
When you wake up in the morning, what you do, like sweeping the floor, taking bath, washing your hair, cutting your nails, washing your clothes, brushing very well.
When you are in your home, you make sure your environment is clean.
I would love to spend like 10,000 naira for my health.
Health is wealth. If you are not healthy, no matter how much you have, if you are a millionaire, whatever, you are still a poor man.
I can spend half of it on my head.
You eat good food, adequate food.
Keeping my environment clean, taking enough water for my body, make sure I go take enough fruit for a good living too.
I make sure whatever I'm putting on is good, is clean. I will make sure I eat good food, fruit, juice, and all other things.
Welcome to your regular program, The Physicians, where your health is our business. If you are just joining us, we've been talking about self-care, a means to living an energetic life, a healthy life, and being the person you are. Our guest here has been telling us a whole lot. The decision has to start from you. Nobody can take that decision except you. You have to do it yourself. Not from what other people tell you, that you are too big, you are obese, you are slim, you are that. How about you? Do you feel that way? Do you look that way? Do you think you need to change something about yourself? Well, we hear more from our guest. She is a pharmacist and a wellness and lifetime coach. Now let's go to the benefits. Okay. Because from what you have said, self-care, it has to come from you.
Yes.
Nobody can do it for you.
Yes. The foundational benefit of self-care is that you are living your life on your terms. You are living, which means that everything that you are doing, you are intentional about it, and it gives a level of satisfaction, knowing fully well that this life that you have, you own it. So it gives satisfaction, it makes you healthier, it makes you happier, it makes you more deliberate. So you are more proactive about your life. A lot of things that we pray about in this country or even in life are things that when you put proper things in place, you don't need to pray about it, because there are laws in this life or that God has put in place such that when you obey them, things happen for you. So you can't be praying for good health if you are not taking conscious steps for your health so that you'll be healthy. So you can imagine you taking conscious steps on your health, you'll be healthier. So you enjoy peace of mind, you enjoy growth, personal development. So the benefits are endless. I'll just sum it up in this, that you are going to live a healthier, happier and satisfying life.
So I hear you talk about boundaries, which is very key when we talk about self-care and how that also help and guard our mental health.
Yes.
We're in the COVID-19 global pandemic, and a lot of us, our self-boundaries have been eroded.
I understand.
With the working from home, homeschooling, with the shutdown, loss of job, people, just wanting that human connection by the time the lockdown was eased off. How do you still set boundaries amidst this chaos?
So one thing I always tell people about self-care also is that it helps you to reinvent yourself, in the midst of chaos. One of the things I preach during that period is self-care in the midst of chaos. To come up with a schedule that fits into that situation, to also put yourself first. Okay, I know the situation have changed now. Okay, there's so much this, there's so much that. How can I put stop loss to all of these things? Okay, I will make sure. So self-care, that's why I said it is sweet to preach, but very, very difficult, because you have to learn time management, people management, emotional intelligence when it comes to self-care.
Now let's take it home.
Yeah.
For instance, you're in a family, and you have to take care of the family.
Yeah.
How do you want to cope with that when you have to take care of everyone's needs, responsibilities, and such things? Giving your all, because what usually we say is self-sacrifice to support the other people.
Okay.
Now you come back from work, you're tired. With self-care, it's expected that even because you're tired, you just want to go and rest. But you still have to do the normal thing, the house chores. So what do you advise? How do you want that person to cope?
Okay, great. So number one, I always tell people, you are not a sacrifice. Are you a sacrificial lamb? You only have responsibilities. You don't, I don't like that word, because sacrifice means that you have to give up your life, your joy, your everything for other people. It's wrong.
She doesn't like that word.
No, it's wrong. For me, there's no, the only sacrifice, I'm a Christian, and the only sacrifice I can ever have is God and Jesus. They have died. I'm not Jesus Christ. I'm a mom, and everybody knows that I prioritize myself. I coach a lot of women, mothers, married women, And I tell them that, see, there are some responsibilities as a wife that you cannot outsource. You cannot outsource sex with your husband. But you can outsource cleaning of the house.
Yeah, right.
Washing of the clothes.
Even
Cooking.
If you can afford it.
And that is why self-care will help you to plan to afford it. So in that kind of situation, you have to sit down with your spouse and say, you know what, you have to choose.
I like that.
Choose. Yes. Do you want me to be more active in the other room, or you want me to be tired and drag myself? So if you cannot afford it, it's either you let us afford it together. This is how much I have. Exactly. You to bring what you have so that we can enjoy ourselves. And I don't even think any man that is in their right senses would choose cooking or washing of clothes more than sex.
The food is
who said it's not important? It's important, right?
See,
the man's heart.
See, let me tell you something. The food that is more important is the one in the other room. So if you talk it is conversational, and that's why you need to choose yourself. You need to get to that point where you know that, see, I can't take this, I won't die. So many times people they are scared of having those conversations with their spouses. Unfortunately, those men don't even know that these women are going through this.
Do you know why?
And they expect, because it's orientation, so they expect that after you have done all those stress, you come to the room and still be active. So you need to let them know, I am tired, so that the man can choose. Okay.
And do you know why? I've been a lifestyle coach, and you coaching a lot of women. Let them know what is awaiting them. Let them know that we women, we get depressed twice more than men.
Yes.
And a depressed woman,
we have a lot of hormonal issues.
Exactly.
Yes.
So we should be able to.
Stress is the number one
killer of
libido. What fuels it is that I am important too. Yeah. My needs are important, and I need to prioritize myself. So when you get to that point, when that mindset is what dominates you, you will always find creative ways of doing things.
Wow. In fact, I wish we had a longer time. My director is actually just calling on me. It's almost time. And it's getting so interesting. But what you have said, self-care is very, very, very important in the life of everyone. Yes. The benefits you can't quantify. Yeah. For instance, the benefits of exercising. If you've taken that decision that you want to exercise regularly, the benefits are numerous. I always say it, and I'll keep saying it. If you exercise regularly and you put the benefits in a pill, it will be the best soap pill in the world. Yes. I always say that.
The least used antidepressant is exercise.
You're right.
The least used.
So thank you so much for coming on our program.
Thank you for having me.
And I'm sure we'll invite you again, because I just love that fire that is in you. You are so energetic. I love it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And when we call again, I'm sure you'll answer.
Oh, yes, I will.
So my viewers out there, I'm sure you actually enjoyed what our guest has been talking about. Self-care is very, 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 very important. You can't do without it. It is your own time. It is your own time. Let nothing take it from you. You know when to call it. You just want to call it off. If you are tired, you cut it off. Don't push yourself too far. Don't push yourself too far. It is very, very important that you take very good care of yourself. From the crown of your head to the sole of your feet is very, very important. Eat well, exercise regularly, do the best that you can. If you die today, the life will still continue. So on that note, I would say, have a wonderful day, and don't forget to keep a date with us on your regular program, The Physicians, where your health is our business.
I remain Dr. Maymunah Kadiri, and please don't forget to follow us on all our various social media platforms. And if you want to be part of this program, you're just a click away. Till next time, stay blessed.
I'm Dr. Chinasa Amadi, lifestyle medicine physician, certified weight loss coach and nutritionist. I founder Ariella Health and Fitness, and of course you can find us on Instagram or all social media platforms, Ariella Fitness. And hey, keep watching The Physicians. Don't miss anything.
Also, lumps that are occurring at certain age group, a lump that is appearing when someone is after 50-year-old, for instance, because the malignant ones, which are the cancers, malignant lumps tend to be more common in the older population. So you need to be more worried about those kind of swellings.
Okay.